Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Akeem Lawanton, and in today's Games Fix, we've got some useful information on Starfield we learned from Bethesda's latest Discord Q&A. Now you're going to want to know about these tidbits before preloading the game. Plus, an AI-powered GTA 5 mod just got removed, and Alan Wake 2 is getting out of the way of the competition. All this in today's fix. Let's drop it. Presented by Pringles. The Bethesda team recently hopped on Discord to answer a handful of questions gamers had about the upcoming Game of the Year contender Starfield. And while there were a total of 16 pointed questions the design team answered, here are 5 of the most important tidbits we learned about the upcoming sci-fi action RPG. Now, Bethesda RPGs are well known for having companions, and Starfield will be no different. Now, according to the developer, there will be over 20 named characters who can accompany you on your epic space adventure. Now, we don't know the names of the companions just yet, but during the Q&A, we learned that 4 of the companions are members of the Constellation. Now next, we know that there's mechs in the game. Now, one of those animated shorts Bethesda released last month was quite hopeful for those who wanted to live out their Gundam or Robotech dreams. But according to one of the designers on Starfield, the mechs are all for show, with one of the designers referring to them as leftovers from the Colony War. But while the mechs in-game aren't usable, we did find out that there's an old mech battleground in the game. But honestly, what use does it serve if you can't actually go on those epic giant robot battles? Now, moving on, for those who want to do a pacifist run in Starfield, well, it apparently isn't entirely possible. Now, according to the game devs, some missions might require you putting the beats on an NPC or two, but there are apparently ways for you to navigate the game with minimal violence using what they've dubbed speech challenges, where you can use your way with words to persuade an enemy not to fight you. Now, another thing that might be of some interest to those out there, especially if you're used to this feature in games like GTA 5, is you can buy property in the major cities located in Starfield. Now, you can use your space bucks to purchase a sleek new home that'll put the Jetsons to shame, or have it rewarded to you for completing certain challenges. And one thing I personally really like that the game designers brought more light to in the Discord Q&A is the jail system in Starfield. Just like in Skyrim, you can spend some time contemplating your misdeeds in prison. But what makes it different from the Elder Scrolls series that have implemented a similar system is the fact that you can either pay a fine, spend time in jail, or become a space outlaw and evade the extraterrestrial long arm of the law. Now, all these things and more just add to the overall immersion we'll all likely experience come September in Starfield. Now, for more details on what you can expect and what else was revealed in the Discord Q&A, head on over to IGN.com for the full article. Now, speaking of immersion, the creator of an AI-powered story mode in GTA 5 has been shut down by Take-Two. Now, if you're not familiar, the story mode, a mod called Sentient Streets, allowed players to interact with over 30 NPCs operating using AI text-to-speech while taking advantage of the voice cloning site 11 Labs. Now, this mod pretty much allowed you to have open-ended conversations with these AI-powered NPCs that were seemingly endless. Now, you could chop it up with police officers, cult members, and regular citizens of Los Santos. But of course, leave it up to the big dogs Take-Two to rain on everyone's parade by filing a copyright claim on the creator's YouTube video showing off the mod, as well as having them remove the download available on Nexus Mods. Now, they also manually removed it from other websites, then issued this statement, quote, "I can, of course, raise an objection through YouTube's objection system, but this escalates things to legal authorities. I am a single modder who does this in my free time for fun, so I don't have the resources to legally defend myself in the situation. Frankly, I also don't want to spend time on this." Now, as for why Take-Two took down the video, the creator reached out to YouTube for some clarity, and they gave their audience a breakdown of the conversation. Quote, "If you have a channel that contains any footage from GTA, RDR2, Manhunt, etc., you are in the hands of Take-Two IP sharks, and they can basically take down anything they want, even the entire channel, regardless of how fun or how unique your videos are. Now that's true. Now you're using their intellectual property, so if they deem it inappropriate for whatever reason, they can have it struck down. Like lots of creators have dealt with this issue, even me on my personal YouTube channel. Now it all depends on how much you care about the situation, if you think you're in the right, and if you're willing to contest it and face whatever outcome that comes from it. Now me, I'm just tired of GTA 5. Like, let's just get some official signs of GTA 6 so we can stop fiddling around with this over a decades old game. Jeez, like, get it together and make the fans happy already. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. And finally, Alan Wake 2 has been pushed back. That's right, instead of playing it on October 17th, you'll now get to step into the shoes of the famed novelist fighting shadows with a flashlight October 27th. Now that's 10 whole days later, but the question you're probably wondering is why? Well, Remedy issued this statement, quote, "October is an amazing month for game launches, and we hope this date shift gives more space for everyone to enjoy their favorite games." So essentially, they're just getting out of the way of known quantities like Assassin's Creed Mirage and longtime heavy hitters Mario and Sonic with Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Sonic Superstars. All those games are coming out sometime in the fall, but honestly, it's a rather stacked fall lineup of games that'll be keeping us preoccupied. And with the aforementioned games, we also have Spider-Man 2, Lords of the Fallen, Detective Pikachu 2, and more that'll quite possibly drown out some of the competition due to its sheer hype. But you know what? I want to know what y'all think about this. Is Alan Wake 2 a day one purchase for you? Let's talk about it. And that was your daily fix for today. I'm Kim Watson, and thank y'all so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, check out our previous episode. Follow us on Snapchat, download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.